Sagging jowls, turkey neck, tech neck, double chin. None of these things make me happy. These are all expressions that refer to the loosening of the skin in our chin and neck and jawline area as we age. And I think we can think there's nothing to be done, but that is untrue. There are things that can be done, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, if you are experiencing it, you're concerned about it, you want to avoid it or reduce it, then today's video is for you. So do not go anywhere. I'm Michelle Fox, and I like to help mature women understand the changing needs of their skin and make adjustments to their makeup so they can look and feel their beautiful best at every age. And today we are indeed talking about how our skin changes in this lower area as we age. The reason for that primarily is that we stop producing collagen in our 50s. There are other factors, but that's a big one. That's why pretty much across the board as we age, we're going to experience it. Some people will experience it earlier or to a greater degree, and there are reasons for that as well. So let's jump in and look at those reasons, okay? So what exactly causes it? Obviously, the loss of elastin and collagen, like I said, that's the big one, okay? The reason I say it's the big one is because that's going to happen to everybody, and that happens in your 50s. Heredity, stress, chronic dehydration. Isn't it amazing how much dehydration affects us? So many ways, so many ways. Chronic use of alcohol. So these are things that can cause sagging jowls, perhaps prematurely. Smoking tobacco products, chronic lack of physical exercise, diets that lack antioxidants and healthy fats. I love that because I am a child of the 80s where it was low fat, no fat, and to learn over time that there is such a thing as healthy fat. We need fat, and that I'm so glad that that's on there. Here's something to think about: habits or expressions that overuse the cheek, mouth, and jaw muscles, such as frowning, chewing gum, talking on the cell phone for a long time. I'm going to add, well, talking on the cell phone, nobody talks on the cell phone. Looking at the cell phone, looking at a computer screen, the posture where your head is tilted down and your muscles are loose and you're slack jawed, as my husband would say, that is contributing to that as well. And poor personal hygiene that damages skin health, that can even just be being too aggressive in that area. When you're washing your face, you're tugging too hard on that skin. Our skin is delicate and it bounces back when we're young, but that is not always the case. Over time, we lose that elastin as well as the collagen production, and it's more difficult for our skin to bounce back. So it becomes more important to understand how to care for our skin in a gentle and effective manner. Let's see, moving on. So, what can be done? I've got a couple of slides and then we're just going to talk eyeball to eyeball, but some office procedures that can be done. I'm sure we've all heard about facelift, neck lift. The average cost of that in 2022 was around $7,500. And my understanding is this isn't something that is done once. You probably would have to have it done again, have a little tune up. So that might be a lot for some people. It might not be a big deal for others. To me, that's a lot of money. You can have injectable dermal fillers. These are considered non-surgical. There's something that can be done in a dermatologist's office. They're anywhere from 600 to 1,000. It's going to depend on where you live and what your condition is. Infrared skin tightening. That is really interesting. It's $1,000 ish per treatment. I'm learning more and more about the power, the benefits of infrared. I use it even for my arthritis. So, but again, that's a big price tag. Thermage, 1,000 to 5,000 per treatment for an average of 2,500. So again, depending on where you live and all of that good stuff. All therapy. I'm not sure how you where you put the, emphasis, is approximately 3,500. That's something relatively new on the scene. I'm not super familiar with it, but I can tell you right now, I wouldn't do it. Just because of the price, just because of the price. If there's something that I can do at home myself, that's gonna always be my first choice. So here's where this is more me, okay? So here are some ways to reduce the severity of sagging jowls. Staying hydrated. It's, simple but true. Wearing sunscreen with UVA and UVB protection, that we hear it and we hear it, but that impacts so many aspects of our lives. Using moisturizers, using creams and lotions. Now, this is tapping into something that is sort of my specialty. Using products that are high in antioxidants that promote the production of collagen. Yes, such as retinol, vitamin C, and vitamin E. I have these in black and underlined because I'm going to give you this as a free resource, and you can click anything that's underlined and it will take you to a product recommendation because I agree. There are ingredients that will combat these things. And whereas many think that you want to just add collagen to your body in order to fix your loss of collagen, what you really want to do is you want to promote the production. You want to stimulate your own body producing collagen as it begins to slow or stop altogether. So yes, yes, and yes. I can't, say amen enough. Chemical peels. You want to avoid habits like we were talking about. And this is really funny. Like, I know that when I heard that you can get wrinkles around your lips from using a straw, just like you do from dragging on a cigarette. And whenever I use a straw now, that's in the back of my mind. We need to start thinking that as well about chewing gum, frowning, using the computer, using the phone, looking down at the phone. You can make a choice to hold that phone higher, or if you're going to hold your phone down low, to turn your eyes down, but not your head down, and not to always be so loose with your muscles, to actually be conscious of what's happening in your muscles in this area. There are actual facial exercises that promote flexible muscles in the entire face. I'm going to give you a list of those and we're going to practice them together because it's just such a hoot. Lymphatic massage. I've got some blog videos about that using the jade roller, or there are like sonic massage heads that you can use. That does help. Anytime that you are increasing, you're stimulating the blood flow, you're breaking up any of the like the swollen tissue, or you're flushing out any excess fluid. All of those things are helping to promote a smoother, tighter area. Exercising regularly, eating a healthful diet, again referring back to those fatty healthy fats. Not smoking. And this is one that I am incorporating for real: sleeping on your back instead of your side or your stomach. And I actually have a pillow that kind of tilts my head back, and I can tell the difference, because another thing that I have a tendency to do is read in bed, and when I do, I'm looking at my book in kind of a weird way, and I've got like four chins, it's, and I'm thinking that can't be good, and it is not. So I'm kind of doing the opposite then on my off time, trying to lift and keep that taut, keep that smoother and tighter. So some exercises that we can do. Let's see. I think we need to just look at each other for this. I will give you this to refer back to, but I think we just need to do these together. So I really do think that this can be lessened. It can be addressed. It can be helped by using quality skincare. I've got specific products that I can recommend. One product that I personally use that I haven't seen very many others like it on the market, but it's called a lifting serum, and they call it for the triangle of youth or something like that, but it's specifically for that area. It's a lifting serum. I love it. It feels like $1,000,000. I really think it makes a difference. I don't have that link in there right now. I'll have to add that. But that is like primo. But so exercises. So let's play with some exercises because yes, this is a combination of the collagen and elastin are like what's holding your skin taut. Then you've got, I've used that word 3 times. Then you've got the fatty deposits that are, you know, basically giving you the structure of your face shape. And that is changing as we age. The fatty deposits are decreasing and they're shifting, and the fat is kind of moving into different areas and is changing the overall look and shape of our face in a way that we generally consider less flattering. So that's something to think about. All right, so you've got the collagen and elastin thing happening in your skin. You got the fatty deposits, all changing and stuff. But then there's also muscle structure. There are muscles that are holding this in place or not. So there are things that you can actually do to make that better. So let's do some, okay? So let's see, yawning and opening your mouth as far as possible, then closing it very slowly without letting the teeth touch. All right. So like, uh, 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 I don't know. I don't know why you can't let your teeth touch, but that's what this says. Puckering the lips outward. That's not hard. Blowing the cheeks as far as comfortable. Chewing with the head tilted slightly up. So I don't know if that's saying to pretend like you're chewing or whenever you do chew to tilt your head up. I don't know. Grinning as widely as comfortable. I have to look off to the side. I've got them on my other computer. Grinning as widely as comfortable and then slowly tilting the head up and down. Unless you're going to look like a weirdo. I love it. Uh huh. I see it. I see it happening. All right. Lying down flat. No, wait, I missed one. Putting the lower lip on the top lip and then tilting the head up. Mhm. Ooh, I was really that. This one, lying down flat, curling the neck in toward the chest with the tongue pressing on the roof of the mouth. All right, you have to lay down to do that one, but that's interesting. I have heard different things about like how your tongue is positioned, how it affects stuff. I'm telling you what, the body is so fascinating, isn't it? Humming with the tongue pressed against the roof of the mouth. Yeah, okay. Saying the sounds O and E. I've seen this one for years. O E O. Then I feel like it make my these wrinkles worse though. Oh, can you make a O and not make your lip wrinkles bad? Oh, oh. I don't know. Let me put it back up for you to look at them. Yawning, puckering, blowing, chewing, grinning, putting the lower lip on top of the top lip, lying down flat, humming, and O and E sounds. Oh my gosh, that was funny. I'm not really sure how long you're supposed to do it for it to be effective. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up too. I'll add that in the description. So, but for myself, I've started noticing the lines in my neck, and then also I actually kind of have one side that's less lower and looser than the other. And of course, when you're on video, you notice all this stuff. And so the products that I started using included retinol, vitamin C, vitamin E, and of course my lifting serum that I love. And I could see a difference over time. I always notice one side of my face is different than the other. I'm quite sure it has a lot to do with how I sleep, which is why I got the new pillow so that I'm sleeping on my back instead of always on one certain side. So There are things that can be done. I think it's interesting. I always like to give it a try, and that's what I'm fitting to do. So if you learned anything new, I would love to know. I had someone commenting in my Facebook page. Let's see, that's Michelle Fox Beauty on Facebook, and she was commenting about orthodontia, how there's the theory that like when your mouth is crowded, like you've got too many teeth, and so then they extract teeth to make more room in your mouth, but something actually happens where it makes it worse, where like that can actually shrink things and loosen things and cause like that kind of slack jaw. So it is an interesting topic. I find it very interesting. But the thing that really stands out to me most is that it is a fact that we stop producing collagen in our 50s. So, given that fact, what are you going to do about it? Does it not matter to you? Maybe not. I mean, some people truly, the whole aging gracefully thing, God bless you, these things don't bother you at all. I think that at some point I will probably feel that way, but I'm kind of right at that border where I see it happening. I think I'm still at a place where I can take measures to make it better. And I want to do that as long as I can without doing anything crazy radical. I don't think I would do surgery. I don't judge those that choose to go that route. For me, it's probably more of a money thing. I just don't think I would spend the money. And it doesn't always work out. Sometimes you see celebrities and they just don't look like themselves anymore. And I just feel like that's scary. I definitely wouldn't want the end result to be something that I'm unhappy with. So much to think about. But I definitely, when I think of it in terms of the reason it's happening is because of either lifestyle choices or things that I'm lacking in terms of vitamins or different things that my body used to produce that now it doesn't. However, I can do something to stimulate that so that it does produce it. Then I think, okay, I will do that. That I'm willing to do. That's what I'll give that a try. You follow me? Like that doesn't seem as radical or like I'm trying to. I'm not ashamed of aging. Let me just say that. I know that I look older than I did. I can really see it the last 5 years. I definitely have hit some kind of threshold. And yet, I just want to look my best. I want to have that healthy glow. I want to feel good about how I present myself to the world. And there are things that can be done to just improve this area. And so I'm going to give it a whirl. So I would love to hear your thoughts. And always keep in mind that there is no right or wrong. There's no perfect way. There's no one opinion or one thought. So extend grace, pepper things with love. If you have a strong thought or opinion, share it. If you know more than I do about a topic, share it. But we don't judge. Okay, so if someone wants to have a neck lift and they can afford it and they want to do it, go for it. I have no problem with that. And if someone else feels like I don't want to do anything about the fact that this is getting loose, it shows that I'm older. I'm happy that I lived to be this age. I think that that's a great attitude too. My dad used to always say getting old is better than the alternative. So, there's all kinds of ways to think about it. But I just, anytime that I can identify why something is happening, I like to look at, therefore, what can be done about it. And so I just found this interesting, thought I would pass it along. I'd love to hear what you think as well. So if you learned anything today, I would love to hear that. If you liked this topic, give this video a like, share it with a friend. If you're watching me on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Michelle Fox Beauty. I just hit my mic. I hope I didn't turn anything off. Subscribe to my channel. And if you are on Facebook, I would love it if you would like and follow my page there, which is Michelle Fox Beauty Over 40. And I believe that is a wrap. Look for all the freebies that I mentioned on my blog, michellefoxonline.com/blog. beautyover40.com/blog. And it will take you to my most recent blog. I always have free resources with every single blog. This one will have what I just showed you on my screen. And all of those links, like I said, are clickable links. They will take you to product recommendations. And of course, you've got those really cool exercises too. All right, this would be fun. Anybody wants to take a selfie doing any of those exercises and post that? That would be a hoot. Come on, I did it. You can do it too, right? All right. Thanks so much. And I'll see you next week with yet another Beauty Over 40 topic.